have one of the See You in Hells, and we
we're gonna be
also
spooky. This is what we're being. We're being bikers for Christmas.
Yes.
Or Christmas. Bikers for Christmas.
Whoa, okay, but touch my bicep though. Ripped. Wow.
I feel like
Work on the yard one time and I'm yoked.
I know. I think I'm the Twocann in a relationship now.
Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to Vaguely Therapeutic. Today we're doing a craft. Because I just like kooky little crafts.
I'm not a very crafty person, honestly. I've just never been a very.
That's fair.
I'm here for the team, though. I'm here for the team. I'm creative.
Yes,
but
and
not
also
crafty.
to be fair, this was like low-key kind of your idea.
I know.
The patches thing was my idea, but your idea, like what we're specifically
the
doing.
pumpkin patch.
Yes.
Because we are the pumpkin patch.
Yes, and we're making like yassified biker jackets today.
And I cannot wait.
Look
I've never had a black denim jacket.
They're magic. I've literally never owned a denim jacket.
I've never owned a denim jacket. Maybe when I was a child, like a wee little lad.
No.
I think maybe. But I feel like I have a vague memory of me and jeans, but I feel like I had a corduroy. I think I used to wear a corduroy.
Oh yeah, I could see
I had a corduroy top,
corduroy.
but like I remember the feel of corduroy.
The way that I would literally
body.
cry. That's so cute.
I can almost do that now.
Corduroy.
Yeah, I have.
I know. Yeah, we should get you a corduroy.
It's a very breathable
top that
material.
matches your pants. Yeah, it is actually. It's very nice.
Anyways, this is off topic already, and we just haven't even started yet.
So we're doing a little crafty craft today because we're talking about our experience with polyamory, and I think we do best having a little crafty craft.
We do best when we have crafts
busy work
and
stuff.
when we alliterate things. So
yeah, that too.
Today we're doing patches and talking about polyamory.
Oh my god, that's so cute! I forgot that we.
I told you it was my idea.
I forgot we were gonna call it that. That's adorable. Thank you for that.
You are so welcome.
So yeah, we're doing patches and our little yassified biker jackets today because I have wicked ADHD. I think you have ADHD, even though you say that you don't. And we do better.
You're not supposed to self-diagnoose yourself.
When we have an activity
My therapist
for our
hasn't said anything
hands.
about it, so clearly
have you talked to them about it?
I mean, they would be. They know these things.
Oh my god.
They know
Anyways,
these things.
so that's what we're doing today. That's it. Let's just get into it.
Let's put some patches on some jackets.
I wish there was a P word for jacket.
Jacket. No.
Yeah, on our pajackets.
Our pajackets. Like pterodactyl. We just
Yeah.
put a P in front of it. A small P.
On our
in front-
jackets.
Jacket.
As if everybody who says pterodactyl goes pterodactyl.
Put pterodactyl. And we're off.
Anyways, let's just keep going. Tapety tape.
Shout out to all the small creators on Etsy and all your amazing patches.
Do you want to show them?
Ugh.
This
So
is
this
our
is our
main
back.
patch.
This is our biker gang patch.
Yeah.
It's a moth with a pumpkin.
I'm so excited about it.
Like, who the fuck designed this? Because this shit is cool as fuck.
I'll link the Etsy shop that we bought it from. But these are dope, and I love them.
This is literally so amazing. Also, it's huge. Like, look.
Yes, the size
Where'd
of
my
our
head go?
faces.
Oh, I just realized you can't hear me if I put it.
Oh, yeah, that's dumb. We're going to put it on the back of our jackets as, like, our little biker gang emblem.
Oh, we're going... From far away, you're going to be like, oh, are those two in a biker gang? Because, like, we totally look like we could be in a biker gang.
And then you're like, oh, wow, maybe they're in a queer biker gang. That looks so cool. And then look at these patches. They're like old English letters. Don't spill them, Lovey. Oh, God. Huh?
Look how good I did.
I know you did great.
I could be on QVC.
Yeah, you
like,
really
I feel
could.
like I could nail it on QVC.
You really could. And then we have our little bucket of assorted patches that we've bought from many places.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be going through all of them because some of them are just so much fun.
One of them says Pumpkin King and Pumpkin Queen.
Can you guess who gets which?
Personally, I'm very excited about them. Look how cool.
You gotta do the...
Yeah, you gotta do the beauty guru situation. I'll hide my face.
Oh my god, it worked. Yeah, hide your face.
Aren't those dope?
Oh my gosh.
I'm very excited about them.
Let's get into this.
Okay, great.
All right, so now first...
also, to be clear...
The sound of rustling is gonna be...
Yeah, that too.
Very... Hopefully it's like some ASMR.
Before we get into it, I do want to be clear. I have commitment issues, so we're going to be like painters taping them on just to get like a general feel of the layout, and then we'll excuse ourselves to go iron them. Because also this is, it doesn't probably look like it, but this is quite a cramped setup. And I'm really not trying to injure myself with an iron on camera, so.
And it would happen to us though, and I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to eternalize that.
No. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Also,
the worst moment of our lives.
It's a miracle either of us have tattoos because both of us are so wishy-washy with like choosing and deciding things.
You know what the secret is though, is that I just told my tattoo artist, this is generally what I want. Please do that. And then she said, okay, I'll show you the art when you show up for your tattoo. And I said, okay. So I just sort of looked at it and I was like, all right, here we go.
Could not be me. So obviously I'm putting this in the back. To some degree, these will match, but then they won't match.
Yeah. They're like coordinating.
Got it?
Yeah, I dropped it.
Most excellent.
Painter's tape.
This one is going to look so good right here. So how are you painter taping it on here?
I'm just going to do little loops.
Little loops?
Yeah, like a little loop of tape like you did in elementary school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Didn't we used to make chains with these or something? Or what did you use to...
With construction paper.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, to like count down to the last day of school and stuff.
Childhood's weird.
Childhood's so fun though. Like I miss being little and having nothing to think about.
Oh, God.
Having no bills.
Just
sounds wonderful.
Just drink Mountain Dew and play video games all day.
Yeah, that was your childhood
that really good. So that's definitely where mine's going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like without question, these need to go in the back.
But yours is not.
It's because I'm fat.
Oh.
Because mine is for a plus size person, and yours is
I can't tell if
for
I want.
not.
If I would run it.
So mine is like a little bit of a boxier cut, which personally I'm thankful for because I have giant yitties, and my belly is the part of my body that sticks out the most.
On mine.
Yeah, it does. But I feel like I have lots of space to like feel. That's an R. To feel like free to move and stuff. Oh, so I'm really happy with this jacket.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. For once, I found the fit of a plus size piece of clothing that actually works for me.
I am already looking forward to putting the wrong letter down here. And
this is why we're painter's taping.
Oh, most definitely.
We're going to double check everything.
So, are you going to put your lettering... Are we calling it the pumpkin patch?
I feel like, yeah.
The pumpkin patch is at the bottom.
You think? Or should we do pumpkin at the top and then patch underneath the emblem? Or just pumpkin patch across the shoulders? Maybe just
pumpkin... I think
oh, wait, maybe we should scooch this down some so we can do pumpkin patch.
That's how I'm doing my... Yeah, that's of course.
Well, yours is too high up to do that.
No. No, look, this is my neck.
Yeah, it'll be on the seam.
I'm going to have to do it. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
So what am I have to do?
Just scooch it down a tiny bit.
Okay. This is why we... Thank God we didn't iron this on already.
See? I told you. We're going to show you guys as we go, too, obviously.
Okay, cool. I'm happy with that.
Okay, so do you want to get into our subject matter for the day?
Yeah, so polyamory. So where do you want to start even, I guess? So
I mean, we talked about it a little bit beforehand just to figure out like what exactly we wanted to talk about.
Absolutely.
And I think for me, I don't necessarily want to get into like our origin story or like telling the story of it because also personally I just think it's a little boring.
But as two people who have been together for an extremely long amount of time,
yes.
We've always been a little different.
Yeah.
I guess when it came to relationship norms.
Yeah.
Look, this one looks like it just graduated. This
letter, it has a little tassel. It's so cute.
It just graduated.
For real, what letter is that, though?
J. It's 2 letters. J.
No, it's not. It's not meant to be. Is this a T, do you think?
The whole episode is going to be us just trying to figure out. Okay.
I'm stressed.
No, pumpkin patch. There's no E, so I still haven't found a single letter.
This is an H.
What is that?
I think that's a U.
I think that's a U.
Ends look like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go through here and find letters one at a time. But yeah, I feel like even when we were younger, we would have these conversations, just like
with our friends or like
and like when we would like do the debrief thing in the car on the way home and stuff.
We do love debriefing.
That we just were like confused a little bit about the norms that other people had in their relationships.
Yeah.
Because we just felt like that didn't really resonate with us.
Yes. Also, this is definitely a P, right?
I was literally just it looks like the Fantagram.
It does. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
But yeah, I think we were always just like a little bit confused and like not so much like in a judgy way, but just in feeling there's something wrong with us. Like how come we don't feel that way or like we don't think that way or like want our relationship to look like that? Yeah. And so like it wasn't necessarily a surprise.
Yeah.
Sort of coming to grips with like the fact that we had a different relationship orientation.
Yeah, and I think
question?
No. I was just listening to talk. No.
Thanks.
No, I was just listening. Yeah, I think also I think it's so crazy too to think like our life prior and then after like how much has I guess it's like just like such a huge perspective shift.
Yes.
That happens. Obviously it's like super definitely like what's the word I'm looking for? Like nerve-wracking. Not nerve-wracking per se, but I think
It
like
was for me.
yeah, I guess it is. I guess if we're being honest, like the putting both feet in kind of a thing, because we had talked about it. Like I feel like
Oh yeah.
yeah, but then like finally committing, like talking about it and like doing it are
very different.
two totally different things.
Yeah.
I think it was that thing too where like we kind of talked it to death, and then everything you think you have already talked about and discussed and situated is like nothing that actually ends up coming up.
Oh
And
my
it's all the
God,
things-
yes.
It's all the things that you don't actually expect.
Yes, or that you're like
the
not
good
prepared
and,
to
like
deal
the
with.
good and the bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah, actually, because I made a little list on my phone a while ago of just like things that I've learned about myself since becoming poly.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like one of the things
same,
on there was
honestly,
kind
yeah.
of that like, what is this? Oh, that's a number.
I know. I keep getting.
Also, for real, how am I supposed to tell what a C is? There's so many round.
I think
Things
like,
in here,
There's
what-
no way that's an O. Like that's an O. Those are O's.
What's this?
that?
Does it go this? Is it the? I'm really gonna
Well,
have
at
to
this
look up
point, it's
an
great
old
'cause
English
no
diagram.
No one's gonna know. Oh, we should pull up the store because they should have it in alphabetical
Oh,
order.
that's so smart. Okay,
I'm
hold
so
on. I'm
smart.
doing that. You're a genius.
Let me see. What did I write? Did I make? I think I have a list similar to that too. Actually.
Yeah,
Let
I
me see.
think you wrote some stuff down too.
While I look up patches.
But yeah, one of the things that I think like stuck out to me the most was just realizing that like we had enmeshed our personhood together
Yes,
so much.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes,
that I was
absolutely.
like incapable of conceptualizing what hurt looked like if it didn't have like a blame assigned to it. Like we had a conversation, like I would say like probably a few months in.
Okay.
Maybe a little longer than that. Just about like the differentiation between your partner hurting you and like you
Yes.
just generally feeling hurt by
Yeah.
stuff. And how those are not the same.
No,
you
I
know?
think that's been like a hard thing to learn. I think too, especially too, because like although being high school sweethearts is a super cool and like
Yeah, it's, like, very
awesome thing
cute.
that we get to like cherish and share and like
Yeah.
it's like not it's just like a cool experience to have that like we know to have so much history with each other.
Yeah.
But then like also too at the same time because we didn't have that time and experience of like being on our own and like
Yes.
solidifying or like like fleshing out your own personality,
Your own identity. Yeah.
so I feel like too, deciding to be poly and like choosing our relationship style that like works best for us.
Yes.
Has like really like shined a light on like how important it is to like be still your own individual person.
Yes. Yeah. It forced us to
outside
like
of your
separate our
relationship.
identities
instead of
so
being, like,
much.
and like in a jokey way, like we are hella enmeshed.
No, yeah,
Like,
obviously.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think to some degree we probably
But also
will
at
remain
the
that
same
way.
time, like it's still important to
Yeah.
be like your own like fully functioning human being or something,
Also, too, I think it forced us to have. Oh, I figured out what a C is. It's this.
Oh, okay.
It looks nothing like a C. It's probably backwards
that
on
a
the
C?
camera, but it forced us to just like examine the parts of ourselves that we were like either not able or not willing to make space for before. Like our own
Yeah.
separate hobbies and interests and stuff. That, like if
Yes.
it's something that you didn't want to do, then I would be like, okay, well, like maybe I don't really need to do it.
No,
then,
yeah, like
or,
talk yourself-
Maybe I'll sort of
yeah.
like casually do this, but like I don't really want to commit a lot of time to it because it's something that'll take away my quality time with you.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
We both,
Like,
no, we did that a lot. Like I didn't
gosh.
start having hobbies until.
Do you wanna see?
Yes, please. No, I was like so fearful to like
Yes.
be like try new things and like try
Yeah.
like weren't like.
Which is weird because you'd think like us being together for so long that we would feel like a sense of security about like doing whatever we
Yeah.
wanted. But it ended up being this thing of like, I want to spend quality time with you above doing anything else. And so then like I just won't do anything else.
No, well, and then too because the time the entitlement to your
T.
time.
Oh yes, that's actually something I wrote down on my list.
Yeah, how are you
Which
doing
is-
there with your?
I have almost patch spelled.
I have pumpkin. I have.
I need to figure out what a K. Oh, K.
That is definitely a K.
Found it.
We're doing pumpkin or pumpkin.
I'm doing pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So pumpkin needs
P-U-N-K-I-N.
one P. Pumpkin patch. So I think I have my 2 P's. Do you have your 2 P's?
No.
Uh-oh.
Can I have a P?
Well, I need 2 P's.
Oh yeah, you do.
I'm so sorry. The entitlement to time we were talking about. And
Yeah, one of the things I wrote on my list actually, that I think was probably one of the biggest shifts that we had. Here's the diagram if you'd like to look at it. was unlearning this idea of entitlement to each other's time.
Yes.
Because
we very much, both of us, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I think especially too, like in the initial phases of like, okay, like we're really doing this. And so we're going on dates with other people. We're spending time with other people. We're like forming relationships with other people.
Yeah.
There was more than one conversation about like, what do you mean you don't have time? Like, I just assumed that you were free because like we live together and, you know, like we're together. So like, why would you not have time for me? And we had to like have some very serious conversations about like, listen, we have a shared Google Calendar. And if you want to spend time, then you need to
Shout out to Google Calendar, yeah.
For real. But you need to be like intentional about it, you know? Instead of just assuming that your partner owes you time.
I think that was
it's making like the like demonstration of respect to say like, I value that like not only are you an autonomous person who just doesn't owe me your time generally, but also that you have other people that you care about and who care about you that are also deserving of your time and affection.
And it's not like a slight or like, it's not like a personal.
No, it's like a thing of respect, honestly. Yes. Which even I think if we did ever at some point like decide that we were done with polyamory or like it just didn't fit anymore or whatever, that would be something that stayed because I think it's a respect thing at this point.
I think too, so many things that we've had to learn, and I think that's the cool thing about being poly and like kind of why we identify more as poly as opposed to anything else.
Yes, yeah.
Is because it's like, I feel like it's like a values thing.
Mm-hmm. We talk about that all the time.
Yes.
It's like more of a relationship orientation
to
us than it is like
in the same way,
like a preference or like a like or dislike, you know?
Well, like the desire for community too, and like the, because like that's the cool thing about it is like everyone that I've met does it so like everyone does it so differently, and like the cool thing about, and I think us learning about relationship anarchy and like the relationship escalator, which if you haven't, like definitely go check those out if you want to obviously. But like you can just take the things you want from different things. Like we're all so complex and multifaceted beings. It's crazy to think that like everyone should just get, you know, find someone, date, get married,
and your relationship
kids,
will always look the same.
Yeah, and like that just doesn't. Even when we were younger, that never like really resonated with us. No. And I think too, to some degree, like us being angsty little teenagers, like just wanting to do the opposite things of everything our parents wanted to do, or like we're doing.
Do you have okay?
You know, honestly, at this point, I'm not even quite sure.
You're hoarding all of the letters.
I am hardly not. I just don't know how to read. So well, I have trouble reading in the first place, but then making the letters look like this. That's not true.
You're fine at reading.
I am very good at reading. I definitely was not one of those kids in school that... Do you think...
That what?
Were you good at reading in front of people?
Yes.
Yeah, you were pretty good. You were pretty annoying about it, honestly.
Like, listen, not wrong, but still.
The fun part about being high school sweethearts is I can talk shit because I know exactly what you were like in high school. You can't lie.
Excellent at popcorn reading. Nerves, we don't know her. Not me.
You were too cool for school in high school.
I was just really annoying in high school. I was like very much a know-it-all.
Oh my god. But at least you didn't do it in the actually kind of way. So
sometimes I did.
Yeah, you kind of did.
I was very insecure, and so I compensated by flaunting my intellect because I thought that's all I had to bring to the table. Read a bunch of
books because you were.
No, I was compensating for an insecurity about my body.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a very wounded child thing.
Yeah, how are you doing? Because you're looking really good over there. You already have patch spelt out. Like, I am impressed and I'm jealous. Okay,
yeah, I do.
It's time to get to work.
I need another P, but I can't find one. I'm pretty sure.
There has to be 4 Ps because we bought 2 packs, right?
How many does this come with?
There's no way we got an uneven number of Ps.
I'm wondering if I bought 2 packs, but they only come with 1 P each.
No, because you have 3. We have 3 Ps together. So there has to be another one.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Okay, so I'm just looking for one singular P. That's why it's taking so long.
Okay, so what do I need? So what? Fuck, man. What letter is this? Also, this is an L.
Yes. Also, I did just want to clarify, because you mentioned it earlier, and I temporarily forgot, but I'd like to clarify.
I probably forgot too.
We're talking about polyamory today, like, specifically our own experience with it. And I just want to be super clear that, like, first of all, we're not fucking authorities or experts on the topic. Not only are we still doing, I think, our own relationship learning, but also, like, we are not, like, scholars on the subject. Absolutely or not. Like, also too, I want to be clear. I'm not trying to, like, assert that there is one way to do polyamory, because that's not how that works.
No, definitely not. That's the cool thing about it too.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and I think obviously there's like an importance, at least from my perspective, on being ethical about the whole thing.
Absolutely.
But also too that like it ultimately is like a rejection of the attitude that there should be like boxes or check marks or like
yes.
like
I think that we always have trouble with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you should do it this way.
Yes, yeah. I think you and I both have this like pathological need to like
How
you know
punk of us.
get an attaboy.
Also, what fucking letter is that?
I think that's an S, and then you just have it upside down. I think so. So yeah, I want to be clear. We're talking about this today, like as people, as like
As just Mickey and Aaron,
just like casual people who are exploring what it looks like to reject some relationship norms, and like make our own distinctions and choices about how we want our life to look.
I think I talk about this all the time though, but like they're like when you're in elementary school and you see people in high school and you're like, wow, they must have it so figured out. Look how far they've gone.
Yes.
And then you get to high school and you're like, wow, everyone's a fucking idiot still.
And you're like,
then you get to,
wow, I
like,
am too.
Yeah, and then you get to college and you're like, oh, everyone in college must have it figured out. And you get to college and you're like,
Nope.
absolutely fucking not.
No, they don't.
Like,
Neither do I
after I
still.
leave college and you get like a big person job.
Once you go to grad school, once you get a regular job, once you turn 30, and like none of those are true.
It just never happens. It just never happens. No one knows.
Those are true.
I think just acknowledging and accepting and like embracing that like at every point and every stage in life, like no one actually knows what the fuck is going on.
No, and
like,
also that's okay.
Because everyone's out here just winging it.
Yeah, that's like I think so cool. Freeing. Yeah, I think it feels
very
nice.
free. It is very freeing because I think especially too. I think so much of this, kind of like rests on the fact that like when we were growing up, we were told like okay, so like especially I feel like I don't know if I can speak like I feel like our generation generally. But like you're gonna go to school, you have to do well because if you don't do well, then you're not gonna get accepted into a college, and if you don't do well in college, then like no employer ever is gonna hire you if you don't have good grades in college. And then like you get done with college and you have your student loans and everything, and they're like either still won't hire you or like oh we don't give a shit about that. Here's your job. Like,
no, literally.
Very much like so like what the fuck?
There are no
then?
rules. Nothing that we were told was actually true. And I think also too for me,
not that
because I was like very much in the university soup for a while.
University soup.
Just like the, going to college is your ticket out of poverty, out of financial struggle, out of like fear or indecision. Like college is the thing that will fix it for you. And all you have to do is like keep it buttoned up and like just held together for long enough to get a degree, and then everything will be easy. And then like I graduated and I was like, when does it fucking get easy?
No, because now you just get to work full time.
When is the easy parts? Well, and also too, like not even really that, because then you have to like find a job and do all of this like I had to do my hours and like be supervised and like do all this stuff. And so it was just like
never ends.
At no point was that actually fucking true.
Well, and we were like speed running everything, like we were like just like trying to collect all the accolades before like our peers could and stuff, basically.
Yeah. Which also too, I guess that's probably like a useful segue into like how how this happened, or like what our I don't know, like entry point was. Because I think people come to polyamory or ethical non-monogamy or whatever in different places. But for us, it was very much like this sort of very slow, gradual interest in the idea of the relationship escalator. And then once we unlearned that, it was like a house of cards.
No,
like everything just sort of like fell out from underneath. And we were like, wow. Okay, I guess we're like reconceptualizing our whole view about life. Yes,
especially being
very much
trapped inside with COVID and like left to our own devices with the internet and
consuming
Googling.
A lot of internet.
No, for real. Just like with everyone else, I feel like just like
everybody had a queer awakening, and I feel like we had a polyamorous
a bit of a queer awakening as well too.
Yeah. I guess it is sort of like queer adjacent.
Yours looks so good.
Thank you. I think so too. I just need another pee, and I
also,
can't.
Do you want to put the patches on here?
It. No, I want to put mine up here. Just because I like
that.
I don't want to.
No, you're totally right.
Cover up the.
Also, I'm having so much trouble. Okay, so I'm putting the letters we definitely don't need up there.
Okay. Do you have patch spelled out?
I don't have anything spelled out. I'm not even quite sure what I'm doing at this point.
Okay, so let's hear.
Pumpkin. So
you need pumpkin. 2 N's. How many N's do you have?
You're missing it. What letter? Oh, that's a U?
Yeah.
That's an I?
Yeah, that's what the diagram says.
I didn't realize we were putting together a puzzle today.
What's funny too is when you look at it individually, you're like, that doesn't make sense. But then you look at it together and you're like, oh, pumpkin patch.
I know. Isn't that nuts? Old English is a trip.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Okay. No?
No, that's a Y. So you need 2 N's. Do you have 2 N's? No, you have 1.
That's an N.
So you need another N.
And then I have a U.
Okay. P-U-N, you need a K.
I have a K.
Okay. P-U-K, and then you need an I. I think that's an I, or is that an F?
No. Don't ask me.
I think that's an F. E-F. You don't need an F.
Oh. I don't need a W.
No, you don't need a W.
I don't know what letter that is.
That's a D.
D.
L? No.
JKL. That is an L.
Well, no, I mean, yes, it is an L, but you don't need one.
Don't need W. Don't need... I feel like 1,000... There's 1,000 O's in here.
Mm-hmm. I'm noticing that also. I think it's because O and Q and C and G all look like almost exactly the same.
G?
Yeah, I think that's a G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what's this? E.
No. That's a U. A V? That's a V.
Oh, because it's hard. It has the hard instead. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making...
Which, personally, I think the V could double as a U, honestly, if we really needed one, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, what else were we talking about?
K.
Yay, K. Pumpkin.
Oh, you don't need one? I found you something that you don't need. Okay, hold on. Let me look at my list so I can jog my own memory.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, finding the letters is actually taking a long time.
It's a V, huh?
Yeah. Right now we're looking for a K, and I'm still looking.
This looks like the S's everyone used to make.
Oh my god, it really does. The other thing that I had on my list.
Yeah, what else do you have?
I literally just forgot because I got distracted.
Oh, as we do.
The comparison thing that we were doing with our relationship.
Oh, yes. Oh, we were so bad about that.
Big thing that we learned.
Oh my god. And
I think,
well, if at least we're not that, you know.
Yeah, or like if our relationship doesn't have the problems that other people have, that's an I. Then clearly our relationship doesn't have problems. And so like,
that is not how that works.
We're fine. Like we don't need to work on it. And that's not true.
Well, and I think too, the thing that I think is really, it like breaks my heart now to hear, because obviously we've like done a lot of work in therapy and stuff. Just like growing and stuff.
Yeah.
But the like amount of settling we were fine with.
Yeah.
I think like especially
the like happy enough.
Yeah, happy enough. Yes.
I don't like the word settling because I don't think we were like settling necessarily.
I think happy enough is definitely a better way to.
There's definitely like a biting of our tongue that would happen sometimes. Where it'd be like, is this really worth having an argument about when like I am happy and things are fine?
Like technically everything is fine.
Yeah. And I think like for me, at least one of the biggest learning experiences. Yes, that's a V. Okay. Was in honoring that like sometimes actually it is worth kicking up the dust over.
Yeah, and it's okay to like ask. I think like the fear of like asking for more. I feel like sometimes. Do you need a T? Oh, I feel like definitely. No, that's a T? Yeah. What is this? Oh my god, that's a 1.
That's a number. Yeah. Okay, so you have P.
I need A's for Aaron.
Okay, there's an A. No, I'm pretty sure that's a D. You're not really very good at this fucking.
I'm having to try so hard. Like my brain, I'm like Zach Galifianakis this right now.
P-A-T-C-H. Okay, so I'm part of the Unkin Patch.
The Unkin Patch. I'm part of the Punky.
The Punky Patch.
The Punky Patch.
Stop, that's actually
Marky
really...
the Punky Patch.
Yeah, my little Punky Brewster. You're so cute.
Woo wee!
I love that.
Sign me up.
All right, I'm gonna tape my letters down.
All right.
Just for the sake of.
Oh gosh. Oops. Oh gosh.
I'm sorry.
Look, if I sit real still, you could just green screen and my head would just be floating.
I know. You look like Jenna Marbles in the disco ball video.
And just blend into the couch.
Yeah, you do.
All right, you're done with these?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, we can move the letters out of
our way.
No more
letters. See you later.
Start doing the fun stuff.
Okay, well, hold on. I need to take my stuff down too.
Yeah, I do too.
Look at these. When I tell you we have some fun patches coming up.
I'm very excited about them.
Hey,
don't drop my patches.
If this isn't... If it's just like, look at all these. Oh, wait, where's the unicorn one? I have to show.
Oh, the unicorn's really good.
Oh, this one is so good.
Show us.
I'm going to show you.
Let us see.
Oh, you can do it. Oh, if that's not the best patch you ever saw.
It's
the most
patch I've ever seen.
That's yours. That's not me.
Nah,
you were showing me those guns earlier.
I literally ordered it for you.
After doing all the pavers and stuff this last week.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, we've been working on our backyard, and it has been
bloodbath.
A journey. has been kind of a bloodbath, hasn't it?
But we did it.
It looks really good.
If anyone ever asks you to lay pavers, just say no.
Just say
no
no
to pavers.
Say no to pavers.
Remember, I just can't believe how much weed I didn't get to smoke in high school.
Oh my God.
I thought we would just be walking down the hallway and like...
I know! As if people were just going to be offering us weed for free.
Dare really had us fucked up.
Like, hello?
Punky Patch.
Part of the Punky Patch.
Punky Patch.
Oh, wait, no, I do have the H for C. Yeah, I'm part of the Unkin Patch. I forgot.
Unkin Patch.
Unkin Patch. Do you have anything from your list or like
let me
relevant that you would like to get into?
I'm sure I do. I always have relevant stuff to say.
My little chatty Cathy.
No, I think too. Not like I think I especially had a really bad time at looking at everything like with rose-colored glasses. And what I mean by that is like always not like in a bad way, I guess. But just like giving people the benefit of the doubt, like too much. I think because I didn't have that experience, like growing up where we were like dating other people.
Yeah.
And like people really don't be having your best interest in at heart, you know, just for no reason, which is fair. Which is understandable. But I just think it was a bit of a shock to me as like a grown adult.
Yeah.
You're like
that like you can't just like sort of blindly trust people without a reason to do so. Not that like people aren't trustworthy, but just like I think especially in the early stages of dating, like you do very much have to be cognizant of like taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And just making sure that you're not like giving somebody an opportunity to hurt you.
I think something I've learned a lot too is like you gotta kind of look out for number one unless someone's gonna like make it clear that they like got your back, and like I wouldn't expect you like
to have
it like you know right off the bat, but yeah, it's crazy.
I think we didn't have that experience where like because I remember too before we started dating.
Yes.
That I
like
remember.
In high school or
no, like before we started dating other people. That I was always so confused by people's like very jaded attitudes about online dating and app-based dating and just like dating generally. That I was like, yeah, like you guys are so negative.
It's
like,
bad.
calm down. And like,
that's just the real. That shit.
But also too, it's like self-protective. It's like a self-protective behavior, kind of like what you were talking about. That like if you run around like this little Pollyanna patsy, thinking that like everyone is going to like drop everything that they're doing to show up for you or like be the most supportive, most wonderful person, then like you might be putting yourself in a situation with someone who's not a safe person for you. Yeah. You know.
I'm glad we're laying
these
down
like,
flat because
me too.
I'm having some spacing issues, but yes.
But yeah, you can't just like blindly trust people, and I feel like I so quickly learned.
Same. Yeah, it doesn't take very long. I was a naive little summer's child.
Sweet summer child.
Yes.
So like we went through like a lot of the dating experiences that people go through. And,
I know,
like,
yeah, I know.
Developed that like jaded attitude about it. And like now I get it. And also like I think I have a lot more empathy when people talk about how much they hate dating. Then I'm like, yeah, I get it now. You know, because before I was like, oh, come on. It can't
how
be
bad could it
like
be?
obviously I would never say that to anyone, but like in my mind, I would be like, I think maybe you're being a little, you know, like severe. And like, no, dating is actually like very, very painful sometimes.
It's painful, it's hard, it's difficult. Also,
confusing.
Too, it sucks. The like starting from scratch every time too.
Oh, yes.
And also like
or like when you think you finally have a good thing with somebody and then it just like fizzles out and you're like, okay, I think, like it's fine.
I know it's so funny having to like, or like, I think it's been very interesting. Things that may have seemed obvious to us are like, oh, well, they must work like that in reality. And it's like, no,
they do not.
Far from it.
Yeah. I feel like we've done a lot of learning in that regard.
Yeah. It's been fun. Like, it's like ultimately been like
obviously it's like painful sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. But love is painful. I think that one thing.
Sometimes.
Love is painful sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess I just am like fearful of like labeling it that way because I don't think like
not painful,
like our relationship's not painful. No. Like loving you doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt.
You know?
Sometimes I love you so much it hurts.
Shut up. All right, I think I'm done with the back of my jacket.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna switch to the front.
We're gonna show let me finish this last tape and then we'll show the camera.
Let me scooch my mic.
These are gonna look fucking banging.
They look so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do some spacing here, but generally you get the gist. Let me see. Oh, no, your thing just fell down. I'm just gonna help you.
Thank you.
All right, babe, they look cool.
Yeah?
Oh, it's
falling off, but you get the gist.
If you just picture, you didn't even take the tag off.
Who cares?
All right, my turn.
Your turn.
It looks like... Okay.
These are turning out good.
Yours look so good. Okay, stop. They look so fucking
Look
cool.
at it.
I love
Whoa,
it.
we gotta get bikes after this.
We
Nikki won't let me buy a bike.
because they're dangerous.
I know.
baby.
I have
they're
no
dangerous.
self-control either. I love going fast.
You do.
I love
You have a need for speed, and it is unsafe.
Oh, I know. I won't even let myself buy a bike if we're being so for real.
Because it's a terrible idea. And
I don't know
also
anybody.
dangerous.
I know. I just suck.
Like,
I don't
especially here. Because
oh,
people drive
it's rough
so
here.
fast, and like the highways and stuff. Oh, I've
Oh,
been
hold
talking
on.
this whole time without a mic.
So wait, hold on. So when we're standing next to each other. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're standing next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think pumpkin should our king and queen be.
Oh yeah, like on. I think that should be on the same arm, so like opposite.
Oh, so.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want them both on the left?
Is yours going on your left?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I guess it doesn't really matter, huh?
It does matter. I think that should definitely match.
No, I think it should match, but I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's on the left or the right.
What if we did like that?
I thought about that.
It doesn't look right though.
No, I like the back just being the moth and the letters.
I think you're right. You're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
think-
Babe, when you're right, you're right. You got it.
Also, look at this.
What is it?
It says "See you in hell," and it's so funny. I love it.
I love
it so much. We
I love
each
that you
have
cover your eyes.
one.
I feel like we're playing peekaboo for a second. Peekaboo from the camera.
We each have one of the "See you in hells," and we
we're gonna be
also
spooky. This is what we're being. We're being bikers for Christmas.
Yes.
Or Christmas. Bikers for Christmas.
We also have middle finger
I
skull
showed them already, but
skeleton.
they're so good.
Did you show them this one?
Oh, it's trippy.
Hold on, we each have one of those.
I just like doing it to see where it focuses.
And then you have your little jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, this one is so good.
I know. And then look, I have my little Mothman.
Oh, it's so good. I'll have to.
It's so... Cover your face. Yeah, there you
There it
go.
goes.
Ah! It's so cute.
It's so good.
I love it so much.
I love patches. Patches are so fun.
Me too.
Patches
All
are
of the leftover
Houlihan.
patches I'm going to put on my denim overalls because I love them.
It's a heart with a band-aid.
Very cute.
Well, you get it.
Close enough. Also, can we talk about
Yeah, we
our
can talk about
fashion, our respective fashion glow-ups since we
know.
started dating other people?
It's been good too because I feel like dating other people. I've had to take a long, hard look at my fashion choices, but also
Yes.
I kind of like fashion now.
Me too.
Fashion's
Yes.
so fun. It's
not that I
very
never not liked
expressive.
it. Yes.
Yes, but I don't think we like gave ourselves. I think too when you have a reason, I think we kind of lost some of that style. Also, when we talk about growing up, like I just had no like cargo shorts. And like
Oh, I
t-shirt,
know.
and I would
You
wear.
were
I wore
like
the
very
same.
straight man.
I wore the same jacket, like all like it worked.
For
It
years.
worked for me, but yeah, I would wear
You would
shit
wear stuff to
until
death.
the threads
Death.
fell off and the
Yes.
cows came home mooing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same.
Sort of. I don't
but-
think it is.
So
But
which
I
side
hear what
is
you're
the-
saying.
Oh wait, or should it be on our? No, I don't want it on our.
Because it feels
It's-
very much like
no,
"Welcome
that's-
to Ace. My name is Earl."
Also, what were you saying the other day about
What?
the stores? Oh.
Because there's a store by our house that just opened. That's like a hardware store.
Oh.
But it looks like if Hobby Lobby and Joanna Gaines had a
And-
store child with Ace Hardware.
And it's like weird. It's like weird
It feels like sort of
preppy
like Republican
yard
coded.
work store.
I like love it, but I'm
Well,
also afraid to go in there.
I'm not going in there.
So
left or right arm?
let's do rock paper scissors. So which do you think it should be on, left or right?
Left.
I think it should be right. So we'll do rock paper scissors. Whoever wins the first time, it's
Maybe in the comments they can just tell us.
yeah. That's fair. Ready?
Right.
Okay. I win!
Son of a bitch!
Actually, I changed my mind though. I kind of want it to be on the left.
Yes, I won anyways. I lost, but I won.
I think you're right. I think I want, because also I want my moons. I have this little moon face one, and
Your
I want that
moons?
to be on my right
those
arm.
moons.
Yeah.
No, the
but no, I
relationship
feel like
escalator and
we've both had such a fashion glow up though.
it's so good. Yeah, our fashion grow up.
Flash and grow
Our
up.
fashion glow up is just dressing like trash dumpster.
Okay, but tell me that you don't feel the most like yourself that you ever have.
I know. I love ripped clothes and like
Me
things
too.
that I look like.
We both
Not
look
even in a
like
thrift
little
way.
like trash gremlins like most of the
If
time.
I'm going out,
Which is so funny too, because you guys don't really
put
see
together trash.
that side of us on the channel necessarily. Because I
can't.
try to I know it's kind of hard to put
I
it on
can't
there.
wait to grow. I'm gonna grow a man bun.
I
can't
will
wait.
absolutely die.
I don't think so.
I feel like you'll look really good with one.
These ones might be kind of hard to do in our current state of affairs.
Setup. I low-key am wondering.
What is this and where has this been? I'm putting this down here. This one is.
No.
Yeah,
oh my god. You're
like
gonna constantly shade your best friend. With
oh
that.
yeah, look right. Right. Yeah, because if I put it like that, it's
that is some childish shit. Oh
right. That's what that.
God,
yeah. If you look at the circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's the wrong way. But
you're so ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
But anyways, what I was saying is I feel like you guys don't really get to see that side of us on the channel, really. Because usually when we're filming, like I choose clothes that are as comfy as possible because I have to sit for a long time. And also that will like show up well on camera, so I tend to wear black a lot.
It has to be real. You just like to wear black a lot. Well, if it's true, it's true. If the shoe fits, I
like
do
you're
too.
not wrong, but damn,
it's not a bad thing.
It feels like shade. Are you shading me?
Shade is black.
But no, I would like to embody that side of ourselves more. Honestly, I think that would be fun. Look at this little fake zipper.
Like my eyes. Looks like my eyes.
It does.
Oh, it's a fake zipper. But
Isn't that not so cute?
Let
me put that on the
my
front
Pumpkin
here.
King thing go?
I don't know. My pumpkin queen is on my arm. Did you drop it on the floor?
I found it.
Dumb. Okay. Oh, look at this. Wow, this is deep. He loves music so much that he's crying about it.
That's not going on mine.
Crying blood.
That's metal as fuck.
I love it. I'm here for that. Oh, wow.
What's that one?
It's a middle finger.
Oh.
When I looked on Amazon just to like help fill out our, okay, this is cool. Want him. Just to help fill out our little bucket. There was just like a general like punk
space
patches. Ooh, a moth.
It has to be like that. It has to be like this, right? Like it has to be like this.
Oh, absolutely.
It has to be like this.
It has to be. It has to be that way.
What would they say if it wasn't?
Do we think my alien would be cute under the pumpkin queen? I feel like he's too small.
Too small.
Too small. He's a little guy.
Quick little guy.
Just a little guy. Ooh, that would be no.
Oh,
I need to find something to put underneath my pumpkin queen. Ooh, you're never alone if you have demons.
Babe.
That could be cute.
Okay, it could be.
Here, let me show you guys.
Oh, you know which one I think would really? I think this one is. That's exactly. Just. Get rid of that. Your moth.
What? Oh yeah. I do have. I have this moth. I also have that moth. This moth.
That's a moth.
Looks like the one I have on my arm.
Are these the bi-colors or the?
There's two of them. I don't
How many
hate
colors are
that.
there for bi? There's more than 2 colors for the bi flag. I'm not good with flags.
It's blue, pink, and purple.
That's
the colors I'm gonna dye my hair.
I know.
Okay, what do you think about this moth?
Okay, yeah, I think we're on that.
Wait. What was this? What's this little circle guy?
Very punk.
Dude, dope. I don't. Oh, I could do a planet. A planet could be cute.
We're like weird punk and. Oh, what's this say? Oh, look.
Punk. Or this one.
This just feels. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like the roses.
Do you like the rose?
Yeah, it's like very Sailor Jerry. You know?
It is very Sailor Jerry.
Yeah, like traditional
At
tattoos.
This point,
I think
this
it's
is
cool.
just. I don't even know what pumpkin.
I know we've just devolved at this point.
But I'm having so much fun. Look at all these fun patches.
Whoa!
Oh, that has
Shut
to be
the fuck up,
babe.
That's
if that doesn't
so
make it on yours, it's so
good.
good. Did you show it to the camera? Real good,
Yes, I love him. Oh, he looks like a sweet little guy, but also like he'd rip your face off.
Is that a sweet little guy?
Wow.
Okay. That's going.
Love him. Oh, that's so good. I'm obsessed with that.
Look at, you know what they say?
Yeah.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere in hell.
But also, you're a Cali boy.
Oh, I'm getting this one. Don't worry.
You have like sort of like, if like a queer California.
Should I put that there instead?
No, I like the pumpkin.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, "What weird fucking fetish is this?"
I know. What fucking... Actually, that's a good point. That was something I wanted to talk about.
Oh, wow. Look at me segue.
I know.
Also, every time I say the word segue, I have to see how it's spelled in my brain.
Really?
It's so fun.
In my brain, I see people writing those little...
Segues.
Except that
They
those
don't make any noise.
aren't
They
the same. Okay, but imagine if I said people writing this just...
It has a lot of effects still, honestly. Silence is sometimes
You know,
more
it kind of
effective
does.
than noise.
I looked at myself in the monitor and I was like,
what is she about to say? What are they about to say?
But
Fetishization.
Oh, yes. I feel like there will probably also be a little bit of like confusion and or just like general questions about like, why do you guys want to talk about this? Or like, why, like if this is something you're doing. Yeah, if this is something you're doing in your private life, like what's the fucking big deal, you know? And I think first of all, for me, wanting to talk about it
For
is,
us.
well, I'm just saying like from my perspective.
Oh, see.
Is just wanting to have a conversation. Do you want to show them your pumpkin king?
You keep talking. It's not gonna. I'll show them later.
Okay. Wanting to have a conversation about something that like oftentimes is not discussed.
Yeah.
Like frankly and openly and also without judgment, because I feel like a lot of the perception of polyamory is that it's like some kind of weird sexual fetish, or it's like only related to wanting to like bone a bunch of people at one time.
That's just
and like
not
that's
the
not.
case.
Oh, I forgot about my.
No, yeah. I'm setting the ones that I definitely absolutely want.
Okay, wait. Question: should I do the tiger or the Mothman?
I feel like it has to be moth.
I feel like it has to be the Mothman.
Oh, but the tiger has to go.
The tiger has to go
on your chest.
I think
like your tiger.
actually,
tiger, it's the.
Hear me out. I could put
Scorp-
this on the other side.
It's good.
I'm gonna put this on the other arm. I'm gonna do this on my other arm.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
But yeah, I think people oftentimes will talk about polyamory, and like even in TV and media and stuff, it's like relegated to this corner of like fetishy, sexual, like greedy, and like also gross. Like people have this attitude of disgust about it. And I think it's just important to platform like how normal and healthy and okay this can be as a relationship orientation. And also too, just because there is a lot of unlearning, I think that especially like Gen Z and millennials have been doing about like regular life stuff that like, you know, you don't have to have your like career or your job look the way that like, you know, past generations have said that you should. And like people choosing to be child free by choice, and all that kind of stuff. Like polyamory to me is just a different aspect of that like ultimately our lives should just be about the things that are safe and comfortable and like authentic to who we are.
I think like being authentic is like something we've definitely like learned to embrace more. And I think both of us like very much had like the, like it just feels like, I mean, it's just like the same with like any other.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like feeling comfortable to be yourself is like such a like like not revolutionary but like empowering. And it feels like it is. That's cool.
I know, right? I'm gonna put this like here, I think. And it is kind of like an act of rebellion in a way. Yeah. I think people feel a lot of pressure to be a particular type of person or to like be a particular type of way, you know? And oftentimes that means that people are suppressing themselves then, which sucks, you know? Yeah. And like clinically that's something that I can speak to, but like also as a person, I think like the thing we said earlier that like I feel most like myself that I ever have in my entire life. And not that all of that is to do with polyamory, but I think the relationship escalator and unlearning all of that stuff became this pipeline for unlearning.
A big old snowball.
Yeah, because we also like unlearned some other stuff about ourselves that was like important and like also left room then for us to add stuff into our life that is life-giving and that does feel authentic.
Yeah, I feel like like we definitely had like a very full cup of like, but like not necessarily of stuff that we wanted it to be filled with.
Yes, yeah.
And so it's like nice to like and like just to like release yourself of this like pressure, and especially from things. I think the most important thing for both of us has been like releasing ourselves of pressure from things that we didn't want in the first place, or like didn't, like we had assigned to ourselves, and like we just kind of asked ourselves like why do we feel drawn to this, or why do we feel the like
do I have a genuine desire for this, or is it a feeling of expectation? And like, have I just told myself that I desire this so that I can appease the you know proverbial audience, and that like I'll get like approval?
It is like you know pleasing like proverbial audience. Like that's like the perfect way to say it. And like I think like that was the cool thing about COVID though, is like you weren't doing things in like a public way, where like we were able to just like take a step back and like think about how things like are affecting us and like how we wanted our relationship. Because I think that's the other thing too, is like there's a lot of life to live still. Yes. You know, like I feel like like with having like being like a I don't know, like a quarter of the way or a third of the way. Yeah. You know how you want to look at it. Yeah. But like we got to do this for a long time still. And I want to be happy. Sucks. Yeah. No, for real. It sucks to think that like we
You
would
could
be
spend
doing
your
it in a
whole
way,
life.
yeah, like miserable. And I think that's the thing. Like I know it's like a trope, I guess, whatever. But like the oh, you guys have been together for 100 years, and like. Have you been together for 100 years because you actually wanted to be, or because you felt like there was no other decision,
or because
like
you existed in a time that like robbed you of the ability to leave too? Because that's like the story of a lot of women's lives and like being oppressed and abused. You know.
Well, and I think too, like I can definitely own up. Like I wasn't doing the best, like when we were mono. Same. But like I definitely was like not. I like definitely had become very complacent, and then like not in the same way that was like maybe not to the degree of like. You know, ignoring like I think stereotypical like
you were never like the weaponized incompetence, like you know,
but
like being
there are definitely parts of that though, and I think it's been important for me to like unlearn that, and I think it's made how we function and how we like operate together in our relationship so much more enjoy, especially for me.
Same.
Especially too, I think it was very hard and obviously like made me very defensive learning about how how, especially like the like settling and stuff.
Like
it's been very freeing to like okay no like how can I actually show up for you and like do things for you that like actually fill your cup in a way that feel authentic to you like, and it's not been easy,
no,
but like so rewarding.
Well, and we had a conversation I think probably midway through where we both were like grappling with the realization that like maybe I don't actually know you quite as well as I thought I did, and not because I haven't been paying attention, not because like we don't care about each other, but because we haven't maybe been quite as honest about what we both want or need. We haven't given each other the opportunity to learn about who our real authentic selves are. And so like yes, it was difficult. Look at his little pumpkin. I love him.
I'm so afraid to move my thing. That's why I haven't.
I know, same. Here, I'll show you guys my sleeve. This one is mine. Look at my little pumpkin queen with the tiger, and then on the other side,
I like your fronts. Your fronts are good.
Mothman.
Oh, it looks so good.
I know. I'm obsessed.
Seeing these on the jacket, it's giving me life.
Me too. But yeah, I think especially like because we had a conversation too about how I think polyamory just accelerated the timeline of us becoming aware of our relationship issues, or like served as a catalyst.
They would have come up eventually, I think, for sure.
Yeah, but it served as a catalyst for us doing some very worthwhile work on ourselves and in our relationship. And like I wouldn't take it back, you know? Like some of it was hard for sure. But it was very, very worth it. And also like weirdly fulfilling in a way.
Yours fits so good on here.
I know, doesn't it look so good?
Oh, I'm so jealous.
It's because I'm fat.
I know, being fat, you got better cut. A better cut of jacket.
I did. My condolences to you and your societally approved of body.
Sorry. Also, I lost it. Oh.
I know.
Oh.
It fell off the back. I know. I lost a couple of letters, and I also lost my "See You in Hell" patch. No. It's on the ground, but that's okay. I'll find it.
I got it.
You did?
I got it.
Yay! You found him.
Where do I want to put him? I don't know if I want to put stuff that high though. Is that weird to put stuff that high? Or...
I don't think so.
Put something gay on there. That'll make you feel better.
Maybe I'll put a little guy up there. When I was looking for patches too, because I just kept looking up like biker patches and stuff.
Oh.
And I kept finding the most problematic.
I cannot wait to do an episode where I just want to I want one of those shirts so badly that say, "My wife is a therapist. She does blah, blah, blah." And
the really long
the text
letter.
It just goes on for forever.
Awful. Maybe you can't, because someone's going to think you're serious.
I know, and that's my
someone's
favorite
gonna think that you're for real.
I've asked so many times if someone would make.
No, that's terrible.
You should make I go to therapy and I'll blah, 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 blah,
no.
blah, blah.
Absolutely, I will not be doing that. Also, I'm so mad that I lost my "See You in Hell" patch on the ground somewhere. But
you can, if you need to place yours, because I don't know where I'm putting mine.
I know. I don't know where I'm putting any of my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed.
Okay.
We might end up actually just trying to situate this because we have commitment issues. So maybe we'll just edit in a quick little clip or pictures or something of our finished products.
I think that's probably a good place to wrap it up there.
I think so too. Do you have any final
your
thoughts?
Look so good.
Thank you. Do you have any final thoughts or anything that you'd like to share?
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head.
I don't think so either.
I had so much fun putting these patches on here.
Me too.
I love doing sensory stuff. Also, just putting your hands in this bucket is just like, it feels like this is better than tokens in Vegas. Like,
it is. Also, to be clear, I know I already said the thing about how we are not experts in this and whatever. But I do, especially if you're like new to understanding polyamory, or ethical non-monogamy or what have you, please know that, like, first of all, this is our own experience, but second of all, that there are so many resources about learning and unlearning, and like the ethics involved and all that kind of stuff. And so if it is something that's interesting to you, I would encourage you to seek out like resources and like learning from a bunch of different places.
Because no one does it. Yes, that's the thing we've learned is like everyone does it a little bit differently. And the cool thing, you just take it and you just pick the pieces you want, and that's what you like.
And I think like above all else, like having like a clear communication and like being very upfront with anybody that you want to enter into this engagement with is like important. I want to say, like, yes, this is our experience, and I do feel like we've learned a lot, but also there are people who are like actually experts on the subject, and can help to educate and answer questions and all that kind of stuff. So it's just an important thing because of the ethics involved, because of the feelings involved, and like because you're sharing your love life with people.
And remember to treat people like treat people like tree people. Treat people like people.
And just like to be mindful of like the ethics and the compassion and all of that stuff. So that's that. Thanks for coming.
Hopefully.
If you guys like this, first of all, like the video and subscribe because we'd enjoy it if you'd stay. But also there's a bunch of other episodes that we've put up. I'll put a playlist. I think it's over there.
It'll be somewhere where our hands are. You'll see it on the screen.
For you guys to watch the other episodes if you'd like to. So.
Go.
All right. Thanks for coming. We love you the most. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.